I met up with a Rambler. We were both too tired to sleep. Wait, I think I had that wrong.
Hey, y'all, come on in. We're going rambling with Zingari Man.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop and spending this time with us. Your chair is always open. And if you happen to be here during one of the live premieres, why, come on in the live chat and meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of folks from all over the world hanging out. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And for our mention today, Zingari Man has tons of fun things on their page for your face and your body, but there's also something that is for the brushes here, the brush cleaner. And from the website, this is what they have. This brush cleaner is outstanding for whatever brush fiber you choose to use it on. It has a light orange citrus scent and will leave your brush clean and help keep your knot in top performing condition. It is safe for gel tips, badgers, boars, and synthetic hairs. By removing the existing soap buildup, it will bring your knot bloom, performance, and softness back. And it also is good for makeup brushes as well.
Y'all, we have a few different brush cleaners, and this is our go-to because of how it works and how it works fast. For me, I like to have all of the funk out of my badger knot before I use it, and it takes about an hour and about 9 or 10 lathers in the bowl. But y'all, it comes out the other side in phenomenal condition and ready for your shaving routine. Thank you, Heather, for making this and for making it smell so good. And what is our soap today?
Our soap today is the Rambler.
I am such a fan of these Zingari scents and of Sean Maher, who I believe did the perfuming for this one.
Oh.
But we'll know for a second when we head out onto the open prairie. Let's meet the soap. Under the foot of a man strolling through the countryside, earth rolls into hills like waves in every direction. The grass and trees are colored by a fiery sunset, with patches left cool by the gentle cover of cream-colored clouds. The breeze, still warm from the afternoon, carries the last of the day's brightness, ushering in the evening's depths. The man, with an unlit cigar between his lips, continues walking. He breathes satisfaction, contentedness. In this scent, you'll find notes that I'm not going to read yet, which combine to create a sense of soothing completeness like that felt by the man who finds peace in evening walks through the countryside. The Rambler.
I want to hang out with him.
Y'all, I want to go to the master and get a shave and then go hang out with the Rambler all day.
It's going to be a time.
And then maybe go to the merchant.
There you go.
Do a little shopping, see what he knows, and then hit the open sea with the Watchman. We love our Zingari Man collection, y'all, and I am ready to discover this one. Let's open the box. This is from Garrett the Shave Supply, y'all, one of our closest distributors, and he has stickers. We love these stickers. Sand on this damn.
Okay, we've been waiting. This is the last one in the box, y'all.
There it is, y'all, and I am a giant fan of Sean Maher, who does his perfuming. Oh, the tub is a little bit different. It used to be the same size as the cap.
Right.
Oh, y'all, look at the artwork on the cover. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's funny. You know, this is actually from a working barbershop and wet shaving supply store. You normally don't see the price
listed
on the
you're
bottom of your soap. That's very cool. All right, y'all, let's have a rambling first impression. All right, I'm going to take this in. So no, I'm not
It's rambling on its own.
Yeah, it is. It's doing some rambling. I love that Zingari Man is one of the ones that seals them for your protection, so you know your schnoz is the only one that's been up this Rambler. Here we go. I'm taking it in. You ready? You can ask me some questions.
I'm glad we waited to get through of the holiday season so we could bust this out.
Pouring. Here we go. The shake and clap.
Yeah?
Oh, you're going to like this.
You think?
I'm a little shook right now. Hold on. Well, y'all, you expect grass. You expect tobacco. You expect leather. You don't expect it to be this beautiful. You don't expect subtle hints of sweet. You don't expect these nooks and crannies. Hold on. Y'all, you've got your cowboy standing proud and strong in the middle of this painting, and then over to the right, you have something beautifully reminiscent of something fruity and gourmandy and a little bit sweet, but something you might find on the prairie. And on the other side, something beautifully floral and creamy that are both supporting him in a tripod, so that what you are getting in the middle is that beautiful masculine rambling character. But here's the thing. I'm getting that character, but where he is standing is gorgeous. I just thought it would be like a barren prairie, but when you look at this painting, it is alive with the winds. It's alive with the herbs. It's alive with the sunset. This is so much more than just the character of the Rambler. Hold on.
I mean, after seeing that label and all the colors, it's very cool to see it's coming alive.
And there is just something that makes my mouth water in a slightly gourmand but slightly non-gourmand way. I don't know how better to describe that. Maybe something in the grass is here. Oh, it does say red fruit. I accidentally saw a sentence. But I love that it says that. It's not an apple. It's not like a raspberry, but I do get the sense of just a beautiful, almost raisiny, fruity quality that is red somehow, that's brighter, that's crisper. And then something beautifully, lightly creamy and floral over the top to let you know you are somewhere friendly and safe. Woo! This is not the scary part of the outdoors, y'all. I have been to a couple of those places. No, this is not a Jeep trip. This is a phenomenal sunset on horseback. I love this.
It's just like what you're describing sounds so content.
And so opposite of what I was expecting. I had already learned with Zingari Man to shake the Etch-a-Sketch because the mysteries and wonders in these would be far beyond whatever you would dream up if you grew up around a lot of Yankee candles like I did. This is a real adventure by a real perfumer, and I am only now starting to get a handle on it. Wow. You're going to love this.
I'm excited now.
Oh, let me take one more trip on this horseback. And then if you think about somebody who doesn't like tobacco, like my mama, hated it. But if you could find the exact right supporting scent notes to make that scent beautiful in its context, that is what's been done here. So not only is this a phenomenal Rambler, but it will cure tobacco for just about anybody that's a little weird with it. No, because it's gentle, it's present, but it's how it clicks with those other notes that makes this exceptional. And then I don't want to let go.
Okay.
I just don't want to let go of these.
It's a good friend so far.
It just knows how to bring out the sweet side of the masculine. So this is not a John Wayne tough love cowboy kind of guy. No, this is something much. This is Gene Wilder in Blazing Saddles.
That's hard to do.
Yeah. This is the scent of them getting in the Cadillac limousine at the end of Blazing Saddles with the popcorn. Randolph's car!
And there's a sunset there. You know.
We're done. Do you want to smell them? I'm actually excited for you to smell this because I think there are beautiful feminine subtleties going on in here that you will help me find. But y'all, it's a world. It's a whole world of a vibe. And this cowboy is dead center stage. I love that this is not the John Wayne type.
I'm so curious because as soon as you mentioned tobacco, I do have to remind myself, like through our whole journey, 450 soaps later, I have been thoroughly impressed with the way that tobacco is used. Yeah. Because if I read tobacco, mentally I'm like, oh, I'm probably not going to like it. But it's usually how they're intertwined with other things. Like some of those ones I'll reach to because of the spices more than I would have ever expected.
And we just did our first tobacco flower soap kind of accidentally, and her skirt is still stuck to the ceiling. It got blown up so high. So mysteries and wonders in the shaving soap world. If there is a scent note that scares you, patchouli, that kind of thing, your salvation is here.
I'm actually really excited because we've had such a dense holiday few months that I'm really excited to be able to pay you back to Zingari and just dive in.
That's why we got this one on the Black Friday sale. We were like, what are we going to want to smell that's not Christmas? So as soon as those episodes are over, we can imbibe. Oh, is this the perfect choice? And oddly, a phenomenal winter scent because of how warm I think it is. But I need a partner in this knowledge.
Okay.
Take it in, see what you think.
I just love the vibrant colors on the label. I feel like that was my deciding factor on which one to go with next. I was like, no, we need some bright, fun things for January. So
Sarah chooses the order of our episodes.
I try to strategize, but I'm really intrigued with what the red fruit is too.
I know.
Wow, you need a long whiff. There's a lot in here.
Is this awesome or
Wow.
what? I know.
We don't have anything like this at
Oh,
all.
heck no. Country mile.
Yeah, no, what I think reading those 3-cent notes, tobacco, vanilla, red fruit, they are not what I expected.
No, they painted my brain a much different picture. This is what the grown-ups are doing.
Yes, please hold. I need another good whiff here. I see why it took you a while. Hold on.
She's a deep one.
Yeah, but there's cool layers. Like, it starts more masculine to me.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about that rugged Rambler, like, out in the wild working man's kind of thing that's, just out in nature that starts off. The tobacco is more spicy.
Yeah.
Where a lot of times when we've been having tobacco recently, it's mixed with, like, a cognac or something else.
True.
This tobacco has the spices in there.
Yeah,
like,
it
they're
does.
part of this somehow.
Yeah, it is.
And the vanilla here is not the typical vanilla. It's almost just a segue into those fruity, bright, colorful things that are happening.
Right. I think for me, the vanilla is how it's doing the sweet. There's no sugar in this. I think they're using the natural things to have the sweetness.
And it's funny, if I don't look for the red fruit, like if I go to smell the tobacco, then I get hit with the red fruit, almost sour, fun, like childlike vibe somehow.
That's the secret word. It has a slight tart sourness to
Right.
it in a beautiful way.
That's why when you said, I was kind of like, my mouth was responding. I think that's what I was getting.
Right. That's what I was wanting.
Yeah.
100%.
Don't eat the soap.
No, don't eat. Get a spoon.
I'm actually really excited to lather this because right now I'm really getting that entryway kind of tobacco, a little more masculine side. Right. Then it kind of smooths and gets creamy like the sun setting. Like the coolness is in the air. It's not quite here, but you can tell it's coming. And then it dives into those vibrant, not just red fruity. Like, I feel like there's something else in there. I don't know if it's a grapefruit. There's something that's sweet but sour-ish. Like, there's something else that's mixed in there just to hit you on the back with, like, a little sweet kiss on the way out the door.
That's just it. And something nostalgic like pumpkin pie spices I'm finding kind of hiding under the surface of this, swirling around, giving some movement to it.
Right. That's why I was like, I can't tell if it's the tobacco, because normally there is some kind of a boozy cognac or something else that's in there. But I think the spice here is much more in just the tobacco itself.
Right. And y'all, for me, it has exactly the same type of charm as The Master, one of the very first barbershops we did. And it's funny, it was billed as sort of a dark, spicy barbershop. But when I smelled it, I was expecting patchouli, tobacco, dark. Y'all, as dark as it gets is the cola nut. But for a barbershop, it is super dark and spicy. I just didn't have the context to know that back then. And I was talking to Heather on one of the very early lives, and she was like, you don't think that's a dark and spicy bar? No, it totally is. It totally is. It's just that I was thinking it was going to go dank. No, it
Different
goes dark and spicy. So our vocabulary's gotten a little bit better. But
Right.
So yeah, let's see if we can discover what colors are being used to make this painting. Can we please see the scent notes? Well, I was just completely wrong because I said that the red fruit did not smell like strawberry or raspberry, but the first 2 scent notes in this are
Strawberry, raspberry.
Now, hold on a second. Do you get either a strawberry or raspberry character from this? I get something delightfully in the middle and not reminiscent of either one.
I almost get more the dried fruit version.
Right.
Like the leathery side of those.
Well, that would make sense because that's what would be in a trail mix out on the trail for the Rambler. And maybe you might spice it with
Peppercorn, currant, and anise. I get that now.
Maybe that's what was hinting to me at the pumpkin pie spices. A little bit of currant. That beautiful, almost raisin quality. I did say raisin.
You did.
And anise, which is not pronounced anise. Just putting it out there. They just don't want to sit there on YouTube and talk about their anise. It's your anise. And then diving down into the heart of this Rambler, we find some awesome stuff.
Tobacco, and then I think this is how I knew I was outside, but the hay is also a scent note here.
Hey, it's right there in the middle, mixing with and right next to
plum.
that.
Yes.
That's the other red fruit. I knew it wasn't just strawberry and raspberry. You can't get that past me.
And sometimes when you eat a plum, it has that sourness to it too.
And it's not the white plum. It's the red one with the really soft, meaty flesh to it. You know what I'm talking about. And then that is meeting with.
Oh, okay, I get these now. But I didn't know what the magic was in the middle, but these are totally them. Rose, amorous, and then the vanilla.
I don't know why rose is so amazing in Wild West sense, but there is just something about the rose on Doc Holliday's jacket. You know what I mean? And then base notes of
tobacco again, coumarin, another vanilla, tonka, and red fruit.
See, there are more red fruits. What are other red fruits? I thought we have them all. Plum, raspberry, strawberry, wait a minute.
Oh no, I need help.
I don't think it matters.
No.
Because the vibe this is making is unreal. And I think that's what's cool. Is like, what's this smell like? Red fruit, undeniably. Which red fruit? No idea. And then a second vanilla note.
Right. So I think there's different sides. Like, sometimes they talk about tonka or like the different vanillas. And same thing for the tobaccos. Like, I feel like it just means that there's different types that are magically in there. But it's a secret. We can't know yet.
And then amorous.
Amorous, sweet, woody, and balsamic scent with notes of vanilla, cedar, and spice.
Boy, does that describe this gorgeous addition to this.
I totally get that kind of balsamic hit. But to me, I was thinking that more as like whatever they listed the anise part.
Right.
There's just something that like does keep it that deeper side. But it's magic here.
Hints of cassis. That might even be the red fruit. Y'all, beautiful. And I love that this didn't feel like it needed to go straight up John Wayne cowboy, because there is so much more to the Old West and its characters than just the uber masculine. But there might be some last traits left to discover when we build a lather. Y'all, this is one of the most beautiful gifts we will ever receive in this hobby. This is our Trotter Handicrafts Patina Colorway Brush. It was a gift from Sean and Julie Smaltridge. Thanks, you guys. We treasure this thing.
I thought it was fun colors that kind of match that Rambler kind of vibe. So
right.
had
A little
to
bit
use
of the
it.
tobacco and gold of the prairie and all the blue of the sky.
All right, see what that pour says here, my friend. Oh, it's a little spinning.
950 abalone gave their life to make this bowl. No, I'm kidding. This is from the KUN workshop. This is a resin bowl. And y'all, this is our expedient lathering technique here from the Barbershop Duet. We do a vertical bloom with a soap where we just spray it down with our bougie sprayer with a gorgeously thirsty soap. Like Zingari, man, we're going to give it a good 10 or 11 sprays. And then Sarah's going to go to town on that soap. Now, she's going to go clockwise, counterclockwise, push down, see what the backbone has to say, but then we're going to do something a little different. We're going to spin the brush 25%. Come at that soap with a new orientation for the bristles, and the bristles that were on the outside are now on the inside. Another forward, backward pass, backward and forward maybe, push down a bit, and then spin the brush again. What you're doing is loading that soap up onto the bristles. Once about 80-90% of that soap is gone up into your brush, now it's time to dive down into the water, really get some moisture going on in between those bristles, and then either take that to the face, take it to the legs, or take it to the bowl. Go ahead, be gone with it. The bubbles are going to start getting smaller and smaller and smaller until you've got an iridescent vanilla yogurt swirling around in your bowl.
Ooh-wee, look
Y'all,
at this.
This Zingari base is one of those no-brainers. Whenever you get into a conversation with a newbie with a bunch of the brethren about what lather should you try first, this name always pops up, and this is why. All right, y'all, this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the What Red Fruit Is This with? On 3, 1, 2. Ooh, a little more grassy here. A little more of the hay note is popping out in the lather version.
It's funny, my brain keeps wanting to throw in like a leather thing. It's not in there, but I think the hay and the anise and something else in the middle is making me just know it has that little masculine kind of a hit to it.
This is a cousin to the merchant.
You think?
I love how the red fruits are kind of playing with the sweetness in there. It's got some similarities for me.
Interesting. I think because I get more like the red spices from the merchant, but to me, I think overall it's just the solid character. Like this person knows who they are.
I just got the rose.
Did you?
It comes last. Yeah, hold on. See if you can get it. Smell from the brush.
Yep. Kind of goes rose, then red fruit on the exit.
It's got that same sort of dry rose that's in sort of a barbasol. That's right. I said it, one of the most beguiling and coveted scents in all the wet shaving world. They get litigious. That, a subtle hint of just one note from there that makes my mouth water is this. Oh,
It's
this is
interesting because the fruitiness of it is matched so well with like that masculine darker side of it
Right.
that they really keep themselves like balanced out. It doesn't get too sweet, it doesn't get too dark. They really keep it like right in that mid zone.
You get a sense of how dark, adventurous, and spicy the prairie is, and then you get a sense of how clean and put together the guy is.
Yep.
You put those together, yo!
There's just a fun side to this
Right.
that I wasn't really expecting.
No.
Like just reading the Rambler, I thought I kind of knew who that would smell like.
Right.
This is a fun twist.
I thought I was going to get called Pilgrim and made fun of because I can't ride a horse, and then we're going to move on with our day.
Yep.
No, this is somebody that's going to teach you how to ride a horse and then set up a line of Coke cans on that faraway fence and hand you a shotgun. Is that guy?
It really does have that Gene Wilder kind of jokester doing his own thing. Like just that main character vibe of not worried about anyone else.
And it is a bit of a main character set. This is there to be your wingman.
Yeah.
And it's just, yo, the charm in this is, I think, what does it for me.
Right.
I mean, every painter can paint a portrait, but only the really good ones. Like Norman Rockwell. You look at it and you go, God, that is so realistic, but also at the same time, why is it so charming?
Yeah.
It's the skill of the artist.
It's interesting because you read, like even on the label here, it says tobacco, vanilla, red fruit. That seems like you could have something in mind of what this could be.
Yeah.
But no, this is a much cooler twist on those than I was
It's
expecting.
like saying It is about a clown. I mean, they're not wrong. They should remake Misery as if it happened in 2020 and nobody noticed. And y'all, we realize that while we don't do shaving here on the Barbershop Duet, we do take a lot of value watching the peaceful shaver lather his face. Tells us a lot about the base, tells us a lot about the formula. So while we don't do shaving like he does, we will put on a little of this and show you how it coats and covers. Oh, this trotter brush feels amazing.
You said that you shaved already today? You gotta wait till tomorrow?
Love it.
Oh, yeah. I'm oddly getting more if I keep digging now for the raspberry strawberry parts.
Can't believe you just said that, because that's exactly what I was smelling, and I don't know how, because I could not smell it 20 minutes ago.
But there's like more of the charm is coming with that.
And it's way more of the raspberry that greets you, and then once you get inside, it's all, would you also like a little bit of strawberry? Wow.
And that leathery strawberry part.
So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Marcus in the second grade with a rather rambunctious teacher named Mrs. Ward, and you're going to be reading a book about a cowboy, and she's going to be teaching you about grammar. Well, you're going to get to the part about commas, and she's going to say, it's really important that you learn how to use the commas. And we're going to say, but why? I'm not getting it. She's just going to look at you and say, because someday you might have to help your Uncle Jack off a horse, and you're going to get your own. So, head over to ZingariMan.com where you'll find this and everything else I want in the world. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with the Rambler. I expected tobaccos, I expected grass, I expected everything that I know. That's not what this is. It is still 100% this picture and that fabulous description, but the red fruit is the star, and I'm not even sure how, because I couldn't even identify which one, because it's such a perfect fruit salad of those fabulous, well, California berry senses. I love that she's taken everything I grew up with and brought it out into the open prairie and really given it a masculine kick in the butt. And y'all, the base, the consistency is magic. It will not clog my thinnest of razors, and I love that. Thank you, Heather, for this.
Welcome to Messages.
Hey y'all, so the video you are seeing right now is of us making the very first official purchase of our own collab soap at the Adopted Acres website that has just gone live. And our giveaway for January is of any soap from their inaugural lineup. And all you have to do to be eligible is send an email here to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com, mention Adopted Acres January giveaway, and then check back here the first week of February to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
You know, with most good vibe soaps, there is one note right at the heart that might be a little squinchy, and the adventure of the soap is your nose finding it and discovering how it's not. And I don't know how to better describe that. If you know, put it in the comments. But this is doing that like crazy, and I love it.
There's something just a little bit more brave about the scent because of something like that. And it makes you really want to try and figure it out and get to know it better. Like there's something that's almost more attractive about it.
Something real, something in the dust, something in the soil, something in the rocks, something in the earth. I love this.
And you say it a lot. Like if it wasn't there, you'd miss it. It's there for a reason.
Yeah,
it
you
really
wouldn't necessarily know, but if it wasn't, boy, would you complain.
And this is one of those ones that I feel like we're going to have so much more fun every time we lather this up and get those deeper layers and those things in between to understand them and become part of the Rambler character.
I'm wearing a hat for this shave, y'all. Maybe some spurs.
There you go. Don't forget, your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.